Hey, Justin Herring here, and today I'm going to do a quick overview of ActiveCampaign and also go over the pricing. So ActiveCampaign is actually a email marketing, you can see marketing automation, sales CRM, and messaging platform. So you can use it basically to run your whole business. So if you just want to send emails on a daily or weekly or monthly basis, you can do that. You can also set up automation so that emails are triggered based on what a prospect does or if they download something. And then you can also use your sales CRM, so you can, if you're getting leads in daily, you can use it as a CRM to go. And then there's also messaging. I don't use this as much, but it's there. So for the price, it's definitely worth the money. As you can see here, I'll just show you this right away so you can get an idea. It's not the cheapest out there, but for what it offers, it's definitely one of the cheapest. You can literally get, if you have less than 1,000 contacts and you want to get started, you can pay $17. If you really want to get the whole automation and everything, you can pay $49 for 1,000 contacts. And then it goes up from there. But for what you're getting, the price is pretty cheap. So let me jump in and I'll kind of show you how it all works. So first of all, when you get in there, you're gonna fall into your dashboard, and you can put any of these different dashboard icons or info in here. You don't have to have all this stuff. I just kind of have it up here just to go. You'll also see over here recent activity, so you'll see if somebody's subscribed, clicked through, unsubscribed, items like that. And so let me jump in, and I'm going to show you. So you'll have your navigation over here on the side, and if you go into campaigns, this is where you're going to send your one-off campaigns, meaning like, let's say you want to send a newsletter template, or you want to send just an email on a daily basis. You can send it from here. So you can see, we send a weekly email and it goes out, and you can schedule that and put it all together. You can also, which is really cool, you can manage all your templates. So you can create a template, and then just when you go to create that campaign or a message, you can actually just use one of these templates and then just input new information in there. They've also got some templates that you can use, so they really kind of make it pretty quick and easy for you to get up and started. Then we've got the message variables. Now I use this. This is pretty good. Let's say you have a signature that you want to use. And you want to change what that signature says, but every time you change in the signature of the email, you don't want to go back in every single email. Well, what this does is this lets you create a little kind of, not short code, but a little tag here that you can put in any of your messages. And then when you want it to change, you can just go in here and you can create a different message to show up. Okay, so I could go change this, and it would change across probably about 20 different emails that would be going out, which this saves a ton of time if you can do this. So you can change this across a bunch of different items. They also offer free design service if you want to. Haven't really tested that, but the main thing that they're known for is their automations. So the sales and marketing automation that ActiveCampaign has is very robust for the price. So you're getting Infusionsoft level automation at a fraction of the cost. And so what it does is, you can see here, I've got probably, 30 or 40 different automations, but I've got automations where I send out reporting emails that continually just go out monthly. And then I've also got automations. Actually, I've got 74 automations in here. So I'm trying to see if I could show you one that will get into. So here's one that I set up. I'm not using it anymore, but you'll get an idea of what you can do with the automations. So what I did is, when somebody filled out a form on my site, I then looked to see if they matched a tag, because I tagged them. And if they did, then I waited 45 minutes and then sent them another email. And you can see, if you go, where's it at? Over here on this right side, so you can't see that. If it says that they don't follow, or if they don't match this condition, then we are not going to do anything. Okay. If they do match a tag in here, then it just keeps going, and it says like send email, time to chat, add a tag, move the deal. So I'm actually using the CRM in there. And so there's all kinds of stuff that you can do, but you really just got to get creative. I would suggest not doing too much automation unless you've got it set up. You just don't want to be sending emails randomly to everybody and anything. But this thing is very robust. As you can see, I've got this going out for, it's like 5 days, and it just follows up with leads who have filled out a form, and I'm trying to get them to fill out a questionnaire. Okay. So automation is a huge part of this. They've got all kinds of tags and settings in here that you can go through, and you can trigger it. So it really is fairly robust as far as how you want to do. And then if you want to set up a new automation, you click over here in this section, and you can see that they've already got a lot of recipes already put together. So you can look in here and see what, if there's one that matches with what you're trying to do, on reply, create a task, create a deal, and then they've got them set up over here. And then you can also go over and you can discover new recipes, which are basically new automations, and kind of go in here. So they have a full marketplace, which these really do help out a lot. I found some that some I could use in there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but they've got a lot in there. It should get you started on the right track, so you're not just starting from scratch. And then we'll close this down. The only thing about ActiveCampaign is sometimes it is a little slow on the back end. You'll get used to it, but it is not speedy as far as moving around. So just be aware of that. You've also got your deal. So this is kind of your CRM, and you'll see in here. So here you can set up different levels. So I've got SEO leads. I've got web leads, LinkedIn leads, email leads. So what it is in here, you can see where I've got email lead, sending emails, 1, 2, 3, replied back. So you can set up your own kind of CRM funnel and move them down the process. You can also set up automations that will let you do that as well. But this is pretty cool as far as when you get a lead in, you can move it into here, and you can actually do it automatically through their automations. So pretty nifty there. Then ActiveCampaign does use lists and tags. So you got to get kind of used to that if you're used to just using tags. But you can send anything as far as like you have to put your clients in a list. So it is a little different than some other systems, but it works out fine. You get used to it. It's not a big deal. But you've got to look and see, what list you want to put them in. So you can put them in a list and then also tag them. You want to tag everybody with something or several of them, and that kind of helps out with your list. So what you would do is when you go to your campaigns or when you're sending something, you send it to a list, or you need to set up an automation to send to a tagged client. So as you can see here, it does move a little bit slow, not a big deal, but and then forms. So ActiveCampaign does allow you to create forms, and you can actually put these forms into other systems. Like we use Thrive Leads, which we just kind of we'll create a form here and then put it in. But if you want to use ActiveCampaign's forms, they're fine. Nothing special, but they work great if it's something that you do or don't want to use. But you can see here on the actions with the forms. So if somebody opts into this lead magnet, we'll add a tag, and then that tag will start an automation. And so, when you can create a bunch of different forms and get in there. You've also got your managed fields, site and event tracking. So this is really one of the advanced features that a lot of other platforms don't have. Is ActiveCampaign can see where your contacts are on your site and send them emails, or track how many times they go to your site and send you a message saying, hey, your contact has been to this site. They're now the lead score is now 100. All right. So all you do is you just have to paste this in, or you can use their plugin, and ActiveCampaign can track. So when you go into your contacts, you're able to see where your client has been, if they've been to certain pages, if they've not. So it really helps out. You can also have save responses in here, which shows you allows you to just send emails with responses through the CRM if you want to send an email in the contact. So overall, ActiveCampaign for the price is a no-brainer. There's a couple other email marketing software that is comparable, but usually it doesn't have the amount of automations or it's way more expensive. Okay, so you've also got reporting, and then they've got other apps that can connect to it. So everything really connects to ActiveCampaign through either Zapier or from their regular apps. So they've got a bunch of apps that you can connect with. They even have the Zaps most of the time that'll show you how to do it. But it's pretty simple to set it up and get it going and do everything. So again, you've got most of the main features. The pricing is $39 to start. It's a free trial actually to start. You can have less than 5,500 contacts, $9 a month. That's ridiculously cheap. Monthly it's $15 or $70 if you go there. And then they will actually do a free migration, which it'll take a little longer, but it works great. So if you got any questions, just leave a message or leave a comment in below. And then also we'll have a link where you can read our full review, and look forward to hearing from you. Bye.